from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, the Arizona head coach told me pregame, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating in the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. The Commodores ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quick give. It's Phillips. Breaks the tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Hand off again. All over him immediately.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Out wide left, it's Booth. Breaks into the open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Run in the red zone, it's Booth. There's some room. He's into the end zone. Down Wildcats.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Throwing, Underwood. Still looking to his right. Coming out aggressively. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Defense all over him.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Left side, it's Wilson. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Out wide left, it's Thomas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Keeps it himself. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. They go play action with Simmons. Buying time to his right. Makes the grab. It's Nelson. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Drives inside. Can't get him to the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Running inside. It's Phillips. Touchdown, Arizona. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Right side, it's Connor. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Turns up, it's Brown. Turning it on!
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Underwood. Left side is Connor. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. Makes the tackle. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Again, it's Underwood. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They need a huge play on third and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking long. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Vandy. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's got the first down. It's a seam wide open. Past the touchdown, Wildcats. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the return, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Van Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Second and long here. Here's Underwood to throw. Right down the middle. Gets a hand in there.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Looking left. And he gets it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Underwood. Oh, what a cut! They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own.
Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Turns it upfield. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down,
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Out wide left, it's Coleman. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Again, it's Underwood. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The run inside. It's Phillips. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Simmons to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. With the catch, it's Spivey. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Wildcats! Once he got some room, it was over. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Underwood. Back's got it on the screen. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime. You get a little juju going.
Play action with Underwood. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. This one's complete. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Moving out to the right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Left side is Williams. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. Underwood. Escapes the pressure going right. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
2nd down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Simmons. Here comes the heat. And he never had a chance. Vanderbilt takes his third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage in this third down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Rides to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in this.
He's loose. Bulldozes his way through. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnett. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Quick handoff. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They put the brakes on it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Quarterback changing the play. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Connor. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown Doors! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Might as well run him again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Right at the line. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The give on 4th down. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Play fake, Underwood. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Rush right in his face. He's got the back in the middle. And the Commodores come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. To the air, it's Underwood. Rush is on. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That's caught. It's Thomas. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Throwing, Underwood, and he gets rid of it.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Another 4th down try for this offense. They're 2 for 4 so far in this one. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Underwood on the play action. Move to his right. Slings it downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that. Here.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it... half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Second down coming up. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Gonna run it. It's Phillips. And the ball is out. Who's gonna get it? Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The Commodores want to move quickly. Underwood rolls right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. The give to the single back. He's past the sticks. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Simmons. Going to take a shot. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Long way to go on second down. From the gun, it's Phillips. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Keeping his eyes downfield. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Second and long here. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. There he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. How about this defense taking one back to the house? He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Coming out with it, it's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. Here's Underwood to throw. Stepping to the right. He'll throw it. Just got rid of that one.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Barnett. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense set for a 1st down play. Throwing, Underwood. Going downfield for the big play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Straight ahead, it's Phillips. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Simmons to throw. In traffic, it's Jordan. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Trying to squeak through the pile. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Fourth down, Simmons. Right side, it's Richardson. Oh, he's getting ahead of and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Underwood. Out wide right, it's Thomas. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that, make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big?
Gonna take a shot. A full dive to haul that one in. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Here's Underwood to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
The handoff. Keep working on that clock. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
No mystery on that play with the lead. We're going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They'll run him again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
This is an area of the game on offense. You've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive